Hello Libra, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your mid-month check-in. Okay, I think there was a magician. Yes, it was. The beautiful crow. Willpower and creation, the master manifester. Woo! We have the second half of March. We have your full moon. Yes, happening on the 25th, and it is an eclipse, so it's going to be a big one for you, Libra. So fair enough that we have the beautiful raven here with the infinity symbol above its head, opening up to new consciousnesses, if that's even a word, consciousness, new... Yeah, it's just, sorry, I got distracted by a cloud. It's quite literally the Aries glyph. It's interesting because we're moving into Aries season. And Aries is your opposite sign. So, you know, it's big energy. And with the nodes in your sign at this moment in time, it's potentially some culmination energy of some big stuff that you've been working on, that you've been feeling, okay, this is karmic or this is old energy. I don't need that anymore. Now, for some of you, there's this lovely sense of enlightenment, like suddenly being connected to your gifts of who you are. But with the magician energy, like I said, it's this beautiful sense of opening up your crown to new possibilities, your crown chakra, to new possibilities that, you know, you can potently manifest and create in your world. So fantastic. Let's pull. It feels really potent and powerful, I have to say, Libra. Let's see what's shifting and changing here. It does require the willpower. That's what we do need with the magician. But the message of the magician is that you hold everything within you. You already have it all within you. It's just opening up your mind, opening up those higher potentials for what it is that you're wanting to create in your world at this moment in time. So let's see, let's pull a message about what's shifting and changing for Libra. And as you know, eclipses, they bring change, unpredictable changes. Things can come in, things can come out. It can, and some people just cruise through nothing, but we'll see what happens. It's probably going to be impactful for you because it is your full moon. So we have Cup King Scorpio crown coming through. Interesting. Speaking of crowns, we have the Cup King, we have Pluto, and we also have Uranus coming through with this. Ooh, this feels good, though. I have to say there's an intensity to what it is that you want to create. There's a depth to what it is that you're wanting to create here, and it is requiring you managing the situation. But I just get this sense of intense transformation that can be brought in. So, and a interesting change, but it comes on, again, it's this sense of the higher mind opening up to new possibilities. So it's a lot of things happening on very high frequencies that are coming through here. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Libra. Speaking of high frequencies and new things, very excited to let you know that I have a new website, and the link for that is in the description box below. A whole heap of new offerings including Learn Tarot with me, live class. So places are limited for that. Love it if you check that out. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. And yeah, please check all that stuff out in the description box below. Lots of new goodies. Okay, so what does Libra need to know? We've got the Six of Swords. You're in a transition phase at this moment. So Libra, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know the heartaches in the past now, which is good. Here we have the Death card. Yes, a lot of Scorpio, Pluto energy around the High Priestess. So yeah, big transformational energy happening for you guys. Oh, you might not see this coming, but there's some kind of surprise offer and it's going to make you really happy. And the Knight of Pentacles. Wow. So yeah, it's just a general reading. Libra, just take what feels right. Leave the rest. Really trust your intuition because it's by your side here with the High Priestess. Lots of synchronicities happening here for you, actually, Libra. So yeah, there's a lot happening. You're really kind of breaking free. So here you are, the Six of Swords. It might not necessarily feel like it at the moment though, because it is, the Six of Swords does represent you're in a transition phase and you're potentially looking to move to calmer waters. Crossed by the Four of Wands, which is, there's a lot of questioning still around partnership, around living situation, around is this what you really want? So it feels like you may be heading in a direction and you're still uncertain or still things aren't sure about it. But here we have the eclipse-like energy, the World card, which represents an ending. And at the base, we've got the Two of Wands, which is activating something new. So this World card is about fulfillment and liberation from old cycles. And they might have been hard. There's a lot of Saturnian energy with the World card. It's feeling very restricted. So it might have been you've had to work really hard at something, or feeling like things were just, something was a lot harder than it should have been for you. But it's a completion energy. It's a culmination. It's an ending with the World card of a major theme in your life is reaching its point of finishing. And here the Magician's getting really consciously aware, it's number one, about starting something new, starting the new cycle. And we're seeing that already activating within you deep down. The Two of Wands, there's something new that is initiating or activating. The Two of Wands is not the ace, it's the two. So it's already initiating and taking that next step, or the first step of, it could even be a choice, a decision, I'm going to do this. But it is action, the Two of Wands, but it is taking that first step, initiating into a new path, into something new. In the recent past, we do have the Three of Swords, which says that maybe you've been through the ringer and you're possibly going to be happy that it's ending with the World card and you're being freed from it, because this does represent wounds or something that's really kind of stung you or hurt you in some way, or it's just been really, really challenging for you with the Three of Swords. So we're happy to see that in the past, which is good, because in the future you're moving towards the Nine of Pentacles. Now, if this has been something on the financial front that you've been really struggling with, this is good news with the Nine of Pentacles coming through. This is financial freedom, or just more freedom in general, and feeling like you've got what you need to be able to create more freedom in your world. It's doing things on your own terms. It's feeling a lot more independent. It's not feeling kind of so bound and tied down and restricted. So yeah, it feels the Nine of Pentacles is a person of means, but they've got to that point because of the hard work that got them there. So you're starting to see the rewards, tangible rewards for some of the hard work and the ending of the cycles that you're moving through at this moment in time. And these are big cycles. With the World card represents Saturn and the Death card represents Pluto. It's not the easiest transition to be going through, but the Death card this is you in the spread. It does represent transformation. It represents often an ending of sorts. It's the card of birth, death, and rebirth. But what it is that is needing to go and what needs to pass over, the energies in your life, creates the space for something new, creates the space for transformation. So it might really feel like there's this real sense of culling and releasing debris, a whole heap of old stuff that you don't need anymore. And this could be old belief systems, old patterns within relationships. It could be old karma. It can be all sorts of different things. It's probably going to be unique for all of you, but you're in this transformational stage at the moment. So energy surrounding you is the High Priestess. So there's potentially, this is intuition. This is intuition, really having to kind of trust your intuition, where it might feel like, okay, everything's a bit up in the air or uncertain at this moment in time, because the High Priestess also represents, a bit like the Six of Swords, you're in this in-between phase. In a way, she lives in between worlds. And so it sometimes can feel like you're in this liminal space and doesn't quite feel tangible, but you just get a sense that you're moving on from something, but you don't know exactly where you're moving to. Now that feels a lot more concrete now that we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles in the near future. So something a little bit more solid, some kind of more solid or obvious evidence that you've moved in from an old energy into a new is coming in the near future. But the High Priestess can be secrets as well. It's next to the Three of Swords. So there could be something that's come up and out that has been held concealed or kept hidden that for whatever reason has hurt you. That can come through with the High Priestess. But also High Priestess energy can be, on the flip side, it can be lucky, it can be synchronistic, little interesting messages that feel like you're being guided down certain paths, but you've got to trust your intuition. So it does feel very much like you're walking down this path. I don't know exactly where I'm going with it, but I know I want something to end. I know I'm moving towards a new beginning. And it's all a little bit like, whoa, okay, where is everything going? So I'm really going to have to trust my intuition going down this new path. Hopes and fears, we have this Queen of Pentacles. This is, again, a lot more stable energy and solid energy. You've got something concrete you're holding on to. The Queen is holding on to the Pentacle. So it's like you're wanting to nurture some kind of stability when everything feels a little bit like it's in flux at this moment in time. Sorry, the cicadas, they haven't been that loud, but suddenly they've just come out really loudly. All right, we haven't been around. I thought they'd gone for the season. Okay, we have as an outcome the Eight of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Sun. Now, look at this character here. They've got the blind folds on. That represents they're not seeing something. And then what's coming towards them is an offer. And there's a little fish in it, surprise. So there's some sort of surprise offer or something being offered that's coming towards you that you're not going to see coming. But it's next to the Sun card, which feels like it's a breakthrough. It feels like it's going to make you happy. The Sun card brings clarity. The sun is shining over the fog and suddenly the fog is lifted. It's going to make you really happy. So there's some sort of surprise offering or surprise thing that's coming your way that is you're nervously opening, or the other person perhaps is nervous about doing this, but nervously opening your heart to. But yes, there's a lot of happiness surrounding that. So yeah, it might almost feel like it just comes out of the blue. It's like, where did that come from? It's very much connected to inner child energy as well and opportunities. So I think inner child is probably guiding you towards some of these opportunities, even though, yeah, you're potentially not going to see this coming. The other thing with the Page of Cups and the Eight of Swords is that can mean that this offer can really help you break free of restrictions, things that have been frustrating and restricting for you. And again, the Sun card is about breakthrough. So yeah, it feels like, boom, amazing breakthrough coming in for you, Libra. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. It's interesting because Knight of Pentacles is steady, reliable, dependable, slow moving, thinking longer term. And this is very eclipse-like. There's an ending, there's a new beginning, something comes out of the blue, you're going to be happy, it feels like a breakthrough. And then we've got this slow-moving, very grounded and practical Knight of Pentacles as an overall energy. So it kind of feels like there's these very different energies around. It's like something might feel like it's like not moving and traveling at a snail's pace and, nothing's happening. It might feel like that with this, but it might also be that there's a little bit of boom, boom, boom with the eclipses and then suddenly everything grounds back down again and that perhaps this surprise offering that comes in is something that's going to be better for your longer term future. But it's about, it's good having the Knight of Pentacles around because it's a very grounded and practical approach that the magician is taking towards whatever it is that the magician is trying to potently manifest here. But it might be one of those things that it just comes out of the blue. It's like it comes out from sideways and it's like this weird little synchronistic lucky thing that just like, how did that happen? But what they're saying is it might feel like, it had nothing to do with you, but being the magician, you're opening your mind to the quantum realm and to new possibilities. And that's when these things, if your energy shifts and changes with that, these things can just suddenly pop in. So they're saying you have manifested this. It might just not feel like it. So let's see. There's a bit of magic around for you, Libra. So we've got a couple of affirmation cards. I'll just pick that one up. We've got, I release all fears and doubts. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and my heart. I am loved and I am safe. Beautiful. And let's look at the second one. I listen with love to my body's messages. Lovely. My body is always working towards optimum health. My body wants to be whole and healthy. I cooperate and become healthy, whole and complete. So, yes, some lovely messages in there. And, yeah, especially about listening to your body. That's where the body can hold the wisdom or, yeah, can give you some really strong messages. Anyway, we've got two here. Oh, okay, they're all caught up. What's going on? Everything, the energies are all caught up. So it might feel like there's sort of some kind of like, you're caught up with somebody here. We have, look at that, the Christ on the cross and the two swans. So There's sacrifices, some sort of sacrificial energy, and a relationship energy. This could be martyrdom or martyrish energy coming in with this as well. But there's this beautiful sense of connection that comes through with the two swans coming together and forming the love heart. So it almost feels like, what do you need to let go of in order to feel more connected to somebody? And is somebody feeling like the victim? Is somebody going into victim mentality, and that somehow is having an effect on the relationship? Because it feels like there's some relationship healing that can come through. Perhaps there's been some kind of trauma from the past as well. But it's interesting with one of the people here in this relationship, and it can be any kind of relationship, but what they're saying is that, you know, we're moving closer and closer to Easter, speaking of Christ on the cross, and we have it right next to the death card, which is birth, death, rebirth. So it's got a lot of those themes happening. So it's about some of the bigger themes that could be happening within a significant relationship in your life. Nothing specifically to do with religion, but it's about just that you've probably been through, this is someone significant in your life. So it's like you've probably been through the big birth together, you know, the birth cycle, and you've probably been through a big death cycle together. And then it's like the rebirth energy is somewhere around this as well. So it's looking at the bigger cycles when it comes to where a relationship is at in your world. And it feels like, okay, this is very much the death, the death phase of it, right next to the death card. So there's an ending of an old cycle. What needs to be discarded, the debris, what needs to be let go of, what this beautiful death energy needs to be met with some kind of humility and innocence in a way, because it's transformation that is happening on deeper and bigger levels than us. And so it is probably really noticing who you're letting go of, or what aspects of relationships you're letting go of at this moment in time. That's potentially like a culmination energy and a big theme that's coming in around that as well. So it feels really full, this reading, I have to say, Libra. It feels like there's a lot in it, and that there's going to be a lot that you're going to be dealing with here. But we do have, and that's why we've got this Knight of Pentacles, is slow and steady wins the race. Very grounded energy. There might be big questions of trust, and can you rely on somebody? Can you depend on them? Perhaps those are some of the themes that are coming through as well. But there's this lovely surprise offer that comes in that's going to make you happy. So again, it's just unpredictable, but that's the eclipse energy. So that's your reading, Libra. This very potent manifesting energy. So whatever it is that you're willing into creation here, there's potentially some sort of surprise, happy result that's coming with it. So thank you so much for joining me. Please check out my new website and all the new offerings, including the Learn Tarot course. Love it if you'd come on, we can connect. It'd be really fun and lovely, and we're going to really tune into our intuition and learn to read the cards. And it's going to be, yeah, I can't wait. So the link is in the description box below for all those things. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, Libra. And all of that stuff helps with the growth of the channel. And take care.